only to listen to your chaverim with the meat of emes. It means basically listening. You listen to your chaver, what he says. You listen to the brochas. You're starting with brochas. The pa'ula of listening to brochas. It's a pa'ula of loisei bar v'chaveroi. First, the mitzvah says it. It's a mitzvah to listen to brochas mitzad. Stankach is a not a to listen to koisei brocha is a soil. It's a brocha, is an Indian, is a more Indian more. You make it more. So, I'm saying is training ourselves to listen, to Amen. It looks simple, but I tried yesterday to listen to Amen. To listen to brochas and to say Amen. Is avoido en kamo. And this is like a mafteach, a key, to open up the midah of noisei bar v'chaveroi in a positive way. Again, one of the keys how to handle, there's a lot of ways, but one of the ways of the work on benodon chaveroi, listen, the midah, to listen amen, to answer amen. People say brochas. Listen what they say and say amen. Trains you to listen. Trains you to listen what they say. Which kind of bracha? Which kind of bracha? And you say amen, it's emes what they say. So, and it has different levels of amen. You see, I don't want to get involved with that because I learned it before years ago, and it got mixed up, and it changes every amen. It changes it. And it comes down to number comes with nothing, and then people don't do nothing. The kavanas of amen, do it. It's very. When it comes to details, it's very, very, very difficult. It comes to ma'isa, this, that. And many people cannot grasp all the klolim. They don't grasp all the rules. Mainly it's come they don't do nothing. You have no kavanah for nothing. So it's better not to say no. Do it general. Amen. Have kavanah. Kein melech ne'amon. Hashem is believe ne'amon that the bracha that you say is emes. Emes, you believe, you keep it. Only listening to the person says a bracha. Listen. Working on it, listening. Ken Melechem Hashem is Ne'eman, is the Ken and Ne'eman to keep what he says. To keep, he says a bracha, he will keep it. The bracha is a chazal, and he'll keep it. You do it. So sometimes there's a shvach, sometimes there's a... maybe we'll get to it soon. But let's get to the sword. Think of midas ha'emes. Start with emes. A guy says, a bracha, listen, a pi emes. What is a person saying? Listen.
To understand the words,
understand what he says and say emes. It's emes what he says. Work on the pashut, the basic. Before you get the kavonas. Basic emes. There's no one here in the Beis Medrash that doesn't want emes. And everyone is a Beis Medrash here comes to learn emes. So the amen is a kli to represent emes. Oh, you came. So really is, I was thinking, to think about brachas. The came is very deep, what I'm saying now, but it gets to the higher levels in it. One of the highest level is Shmonas. You listen to the brachas. You have 18 brachas. You listen. Now, some people daven long, so you don't listen. But if you know the value, if you do a pa'ula of amen, it's a pa'ula. So sometimes it's so hard to keep Till you finish one amen, already finish the second amen. If you amen, already the third amen. I said amen, already the fifth amen. It's impossible to do. The people give brachas. They say so quick at the brachas. Shmoneh shatzir tzibur. And not only that, everybody, not only here, every place and every place and every place. So it's very hard to do it. I really tried it and the koisel for years, and I tried this and I tried that and I tried that. To work on it, a lot of situations, a lot of cases, a lot of situations. Is very, very disciplined yourself, not to do too much, not to do less, too much, not to less.
In terms of listening.
No, to kavana. To have a kavana of amen, you have to have kavana because the moment when you start another bracha, then you have to really train yourself ready to second bracha, amen. See, you finish one.
Also, when they go fast, it's really hard to do it.
It's very hard.
Yeah, no one wants to stop them.
It's very hard to do it.
Fast. Because fast is better than saying amen to them properly.
It's very hard to do it.
Because it might not be actually even say amen to them.
It's very hard to do it. But it's
Maybe actually say amen to them.
no, you have to say amen.
No,
There used to be a guy in Yeshiva here years ago. He used to be very kitzoni, very extreme. He was a Sephardi boy. He said to me, I don't answer amen for Ashkenazi brachas. It's not a bracha. He said, not a bracha. I don't understand the word. He was extreme. It doesn't go that way. It doesn't go that way. Yeah, answer a bracha, but the point is training yourself. Amen is listening. Listening to a person gives a bracha. Listen, and they say amen. Listen is training of listening. Listening is a very powerful midah. Saba Mikelim says, David HaMelech says, Oznaim nikorisi. David HaMelech says, I have ears. He has a question, I have ears, is a bracha? Or dakani about it. It's not a decision. Oznaim nikorisi is a bracha. Then it says, David HaMelech says to Hashem, I have ears to listen when you say Hashem. To have ears, one of my rabbis is to be, Rav Shach used to say on him, he has ears to listen. My father, Zechat Tzavach, one time I came over to him, he says to me, there's only 3 people in the Mishmesh listen. He said to me, all the Mishmesh is packed. He says, only 3 people listening. Everybody's here listening. Only, but no, people don't listen. They hear what they don't listen with other person. They hear themselves, and you go over. They hear only themselves, and not only themselves. They heard themselves even worse than they heard themselves. They only themselves, and they've been gereist for themselves all day and night. They only heard what the other person say. So training of amen is training to listen, like this. Somebody says. Accept words of other people. They say a bracha, accept the bracha, and you say amen on it. Accept a bracha. And this needs training. It doesn't come without training. Chinuch of noise boil. So a lot of ways. Thinking about your chaverim, noise boil chaveroi. So one of the things of training ourselves is brachas. People give a bracha, listen, and you say amen. Amen. One of the things of Yeshua Kern told me, it bothers him very. Always told it to me, when they have weddings, people talk. The people say the brachas. He said, people talking. He says, you're missing the point. You have to listen to the brachas for the tzibur. And secondly, and then the chuppah. People talk. Shlomo says, don't talk. And maybe also told me, don't talk. You don't talk at the chuppah. People talk. They didn't meet their friends. They say, shalom. It's not the time to talk. Because it's also training to listen. The guy's giving a bracha that you have a good life. He's getting a bracha, and you have to answer amen. Basically, when you answer, you're giving a bracha to the chassan and kala. You come to Mesemech Chazam Mekala, and you're talking all the time. You're not really giving. You're Semech yourself. You're thinking about yourself, not thinking about. You're thinking about this. You have to listen to the bracha. What the chassid, the 7 brachas, and it's amen. The Gemara says a kala, but the bracha sukanida. The Gemara says a kala. She has no 7 brachas. She's also like a nida. Gemara meforeshet. Gemara yeah, if you don't give, if she doesn't have the brachas, she's like a nida asura. It means you have to know the brachas is also told in amen. You have to say amen. So amen is a training of amen. It's training. Chinuch. Chinuch. Educate yourself. I have to say the bracha. Me, no. Try to listening to the brachas of other people. And it's amen. And work on the amen. Amen is a big avodah. I'm trying to tell you, you have to do training. It's hard. A discipline in training is hard because there used to be sometimes it take me 1 bracha, they would finish 5 brachas. It happened to me one time, not twice, not 10 times. I have kavanah this. I already finished 20 of them, already 15 of them. It happened to me.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
I'm telling you.
No way.
I'm telling you, it happens.
No way people did it that fast. No way. Couldn't imagine.
You don't know what fast means. You know what fast means.
I could imagine, believe me. I hear it every day.
B'chol ofen, this is the story of the thing. Training of amen is training. And now it's continuing the piece inside. That we did yesterday. Here, the Sayem. Amati the Sayem be'omein. Omu Chazan, going back again inside. You have the piece of Chaim. Give a piece of Chaim. Give. Dav Hey, we're doing Avav today. Hey, give one to me.
You finish at 1:20. When do you finish?
I finish the Mussar Shuas at usually 1:10. Then we do when we singing. Then we do the Mussar spiders. But so,
What are you going to do after you get the bus to get
when you have to take the when is
the
it?
bus at 10 after you get to get the bus to go to make such a safe recovery.
Okay, I'll finish in 3 minutes. And 3 minutes we'll finish.
That's me, you could do it.
No, we finish. We do Mussar. You have to go. We'll finish in 3 minutes.
No, I have to be there.
Says like this. Ina amarti l'sayem be'omein. Omu Chazal. Godol ha'oin ha'omen yoter mevorech. The greatness of saying amen is more than giving the blessing. So you have opportunity. You want aliyah. You want to get chasam Torah. Want to get bracha. All these things. If you know the quality of amen is bigger than the guy gives the bracha. Bigger. But you have to work on the amen. If you don't work on the amen, you don't always talk. You don't always. If you don't work on the amen, so you don't know the difference. It's like But if you say amen and you work on the amen and the avoid is amen, so you really know the power of amen says bigger. And what does amen mean, lama? Ki kabbalah sadva, you accept the words. Kabbalah sadva, you accept the say, and you say amen on it. And this is mikan. We see the maila noisei bar lechaveiroi. But this is a pool of noisei bar lechaveiroi. So avodah gdola and moed. So people, this is exactly the point. And later he says here, why is that? Because gaiva makes you ani afsioid. It's only me. You don't even hear. It says here, ki a gaiva atzma afsioid. Ain't no magri tzadloi. You don't feel nothing. Ain't no sebechavei. You cannot feel nothing. You don't feel only yourself. See, the training of amen gets you to have another humbleness. After listening, another person says something. I listen to the words. I know a lot of people cannot hear no shiurim at all, no classes of Torah. I come to, why you don't hear? I cannot hear no Torah. Only myself. I not one, not 12 people. I heard this thing. Can I hear no words of Torah? None. No words of Torah. Well, you know why they don't hear no words of Torah? Because they're only I and I and I and I. Again, say and I and I and I and I. They don't accept no word, nothing.
Selfish, self-centered.
This it says here. So one of the training of not to take away that gaiva is what? Is what? Listening and work on the amen. Listen to the person says and say amen. This is the avodah of one of the training. One of the training. This is not only this. One of the training of to be noise is what? Is what? Listening and say amen. And he says here, then you come to the maila of after le'racha kamocha. And that maila is the schar is unbelievable schar when you work on Amida. And then you're able, Bezrat Hashem, when you work on this midah, tikva. What does tikva mean? You have hope to get to the feeling of your friends. He says, Yesh tikva. If you train yourself to work on it, with Bezrat Hashem, you'll get the feeling of your chavei, the feeling of people. Before that, you're the level of a begeder of ani afsioid. It's only me. Me. It starts in me and it finishes me. And it was only me. And it's only me. You don't hear nothing. I have to do this, I have to do that. Everything is me, always around me. And the wife suffers from it. It's only me. And the children suffer. It's only me. Everybody suffers. All the world suffers. But we work on this noise. And one of the first training is what? Is amen. No, listening. Say amen, do it well. Now everybody says amen. Work on the midah of amen. To listen to the bracha. MS, what the guy says, he said, Kain Melech when Hashem is MS, what he says is Nam when it's true, what he says.